I'm turning the tables.
Hey guys, I've got a fun guest today. It's Larsa Pippen. You probably know her from the Real Housewives of Miami, but she's also a mom, entrepreneur, super real, and most importantly, my friend. We're talking about everything from life on reality TV to raising kids and building her brand. Welcome to Turning the Tables, Larsa. How are you?
Teresa, I love you. I miss you.
I miss you too. Oh my God. We were doing, no, last year. No, we already passed doing the show last year. We did it in the fall, right? Remember last?
No, it was spring. It was literally like maybe like 13, 14 months ago.
Oh, okay. So it was springtime. So we're going into the summer. But yeah, I miss you.
We had so much fun.
Yeah. I mean, I was happy that I was there with you. I really was.
Same, same, same.
Like we're talking about House of Villains, guys, just in case you guys don't know. And then I love that our picture went viral when I wished her a happy birthday.
I know.
Like we took that picture in the backyard by the swimming pool. And then I was like, oh my God, but we can't show the background. I was thinking to myself, I'm like, I can't show the background. So then my assistant was in Mexico. She's like, I could put the beach in the background. I'm like, perfect. Put the beach in the background. Because I'm like, we had bathing suits on anyway. And then it went viral. That went viral.
I almost died when I saw somebody had it like at the Titanic. They had it on the Titanic,
Yeah.
like on the moon. Like it went everywhere.
We were all over the world. On the pyramids. We were everywhere. Yes. On the moon. We were everywhere.
So fun. We need to do that again. I feel like that's it. We should do that again.
Yeah, no, we definitely should do that again. But you guys, you just finished you just wrapped, right? Your season?
Actually, our season airs June 11th,
Right. Oh, so you've wrapped like how long ago?
a while ago.
Oh, it's been a while. So now June. Okay, so you've had a break since, and I've talked to you, so your season was crazy. I can't wait to watch it. Like, yeah, I was talking to you through it.
I know you literally were talking me through it. You know what's really interesting? I feel like I don't, and this, I don't know if this is a good thing to be, but I feel like I don't really tell people like sad news about me or like stressful things about me. I feel like every time I talk to people, it's always like, I don't think people want to hear your negative stuff. So I'm always like, everything's good, everything's great. And I feel like this season on our show, I feel like I kind of was more open to like my emotions and like the things that weren't going so great in my life.
No, and sometimes you need that because if it is stressful enough as you're going through it, it's good to talk about it
Yeah.
and get it out.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. No, your hair looks really good.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, you look beautiful.
Thank
Yeah,
you. What do
beautiful.
you do?
So beautiful. Um, yeah, just I had Gia's premiere party last night.
Oh my God, wait,
Um,
dying to hear. Did she have so much fun?
yeah, we had a great time. So it's like, next gen and NYC.
Wow.
Yeah, so I'm excited for her. Yeah. So we had the premiere party last night. So I saw Meredith there because her son's on. And Candy wasn't there because her daughter's on.
Oh yeah.
But they were in China. They were on a vacation. And also Kim Sosiak wasn't there, but her daughter Ariana's on it. So yeah, so I think Meredith and I were just there. Yeah, and then Drew ended up showing up from Atlanta Housewives. So it was nice. I met her for the first time. So she was really sweet.
That's cute.
All right, so let's get into it. I have some questions for you. What was it like growing up in Chicago for you?
I had the best childhood. Like I feel like I had such a good childhood. My parents were like, I think when you come from like a Middle Eastern family, they're very loving. Like even if you're not the best, they will lie to you and make you feel so good like you are the best. Like
I love that.
my mom used
I
to,
know we talked about that, like about your family.
right? It's the same for you, right? Like your family just has you so hyped up. They have you feeling so good that it's like you're like life is so good. So I feel like I had a really good childhood. I went to
Yeah,
schools. I feel like it was great. I had a really good experience growing up in Chicago.
that's beautiful. Yeah, and tell them what nationality are you?
Yeah, so my dad is from Syria and my mom is from Lebanon.
Beautiful. Beautiful mix.
That's kind of why I have this thick hair, Teresa. And that's
Yeah, I love it. Love it.
when people ask, they're like, "Oh my God, like Middle Eastern people have such thick hair." I'm like, "Yeah, we have other problems. That's the least of our worries." Thick hair.
Yeah. Now, and your daughter has beautiful hair also. She's like stunning.
Thank you.
How did your culture and family background shape who you are today?
I think probably because I'm like very family oriented, and I feel like you kind of when you grow up in that kind of environment, like where your family is so involved in like your whole world, you kind of do that to your kids, and I think that's probably why my kids are so great because I'm like
They
so
are.
involved in everything they do, and they're involved in everything my nieces and my nephew do. We're just all very close. And I think that has a lot to do with the way you navigate life and how your kids turn out. There's nothing more important than family. I feel like when you have a tight knit family, if you're really close to your kids and then they're close, it's a really beautiful thing.
Yeah, no, you have amazing kids. Every time I talk to you, you're like so close to them. I love that.
Oh, thank you.
And you also have a son that goes to the University of Michigan,
Oh,
right?
we left. We're not there anymore
Oh, he left. Why?
because he's going to UC Berkeley. He wants.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
He wants to go to school. He wanted to go back to California. He said it was too cold in Michigan.
I know it is cold. Oh my God, that's so funny.
That it
And
was,
he's playing basketball there?
yeah, yeah.
Oh, awesome. Okay, beautiful. What's something people don't know about your childhood that really stuck with you?
I had, I still have really strict parents. Like my parents are really strict. I feel like I'm the only one in my family that, is on TV or is outspoken. I think that my dad sometimes if I post something on Instagram and he doesn't like it, I take it down. He'll,
I know you. I saw that somewhere. I'm like,
yeah.
take it down. I saw it.
I never used to my parents were really strict growing up. I never really could have a boyfriend. They were like really strict on me. No,
Trust me, I could relate. My parents were the same way.
yeah. I feel like we have a lot of similarities. Like we have four
Yeah.
kids. We grew up the same. Our families our parents were super involved in our kids' lives and so many
Yeah.
similarities.
Did you always think you'll end up in the public eye, or was that a surprise?
Um, I don't know. I kind of felt like I always dated really cute, fun guys that were kind of, you know, famous a little bit.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I kind of figured I would be.
Yeah, and you met your ex-husband in Chicago, right?
Yeah, I met my ex-husband. He had a teammate that was dating one of my girlfriends, and that's how we met.
You were married to Scottie Pippen over 20 years. What are you most proud of from that time in your life?
I feel like we had a successful relationship. 20 years is a successful relationship. We have four amazing kids together. We co-parent together. We talk all the time. Like I want him to win. He wants me to win. We're like really good friends. We're almost like family. It's like you can never be mad at your family. So it's kind of like that.
Yeah. Once you have kids with someone, it's like you're stuck with them, you know?
I try to tell girls that and even guys, I could never date a guy that bashes his ex-wife or ex-girlfriend. I think that is such a bad quality in a person. And so I could never sit here and bash my ex-husband. That would be so crazy and it would hurt my kids. It would hurt. It's just bad energy. I would never do that.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I'm the same way with Joe. Joe and I made 20 years when he was away.
Yeah.
So we were almost,
That's
yeah.
long
I
time.
mean, we didn't get divorced until after, yeah, because I think the first year he was in, we made 20 years. So, but we didn't get divorced till he came out. So,
Yeah.
but so we were pretty much married at the same time also.
I mean, I feel like you guys to go through something like that is really hard. So I can see why you guys got divorced. It's a really hard situation to be in.
We both have blended families. How do you and Scotty approach co-parenting? Which you kind of answered that.
Yeah, we just kind of talk it through. For instance, if Justin's not happy with his basketball coach, I kind of call Scotty, kind of pick his brain, and then I say, "Are you going to call her? Or do you want me to call?" So it's kind of like, we want the best for our kids. I feel like he's a great dad. He's very loving. He's very involved in our kids' lives, and I'm lucky. I picked a good guy to have kids with, because I see other.
Yeah, no, you did.
I'm like, he's a great dad. He loves the kids. The kids adore him. So it's good. We want the best for our kids.
Like that's the same. Like right now, my daughter Gabrielle is in the Bahamas with Joe.
Oh yeah, no, I know your girls love their dad.
Yeah, and then next week Melania is leaving to go see him.
Aw,
So yeah, so they're all taking turns. So
that's
yeah,
so.
that's their second home.
Yeah, that's really important for them.
And that's important. That's the reason why, we do get along with our exes because to make our kids happy, and it does make them happy,
Look at
that we get along with them.
our kids are thriving, they're winning, they're happy, they're successful. Like that's all you want as a parent.
What's something about being an NBA wife that people don't get?
Um, I think you have to really be tough. And that's kind of why, like, when I think of housewives, I'm like, when you're an NBA player's wife, you have to have thick skin. You have to be tough, or you're not going to make it because there's so many people that are trying to get rid of you. There's girls, there's agents, there's lawyers,
Um,
there's all kind of people that think that they can manipulate, your husband or your boyfriend if you're not there. And you have to literally be the guard dog at all times. It's kind of crazy. You're always like protecting that person from people trying to steal your money, people trying to get you in bad investments, people trying to like prosper from your name. And so I feel like I'm kind of going through that with my son now because it's like
wow.
it's coming
Yeah,
and I'm trying to teach my son this, and I'm like, Scotty, just remember, everybody has a motive. When you meet them now, it's not like how it used to be. It's a different world for you now.
exactly. Because, yeah, he's becoming an amazing, just like, his dad, right?
Yeah, but it's funny, you don't see it. I feel like the guys are so busy in their craft playing basketball that they miss so many important things. In order to be the best at your sport, at whatever you do, you miss other things that are really important. And so
Well,
that's kind
Scotty's lucky to have you, by his side so you could help him.
of, thank you.
What's the biggest change in how you approach relationship now that you are single?
I feel like I'm more cautious. I like to like stay in the same pool of people, and I feel like I needed to switch things up because I feel like sometimes you're comfortable in the people that you know and your close-knit community, and I feel like sometimes it's okay to veer, It's okay to be with someone that's not in your friend group or not in your neighborhood, you know what I mean? And I feel like before I never used to do that. I used to stay in the same pond. And I feel like, and sooner or later, I started wandering into the ocean. It's like, wow,
That's good.
it's a really big ocean out there, Larsa. Get out there and meet new friends and new people. And
Yes.
once I started doing that, I think I was happier. Because
I mean, because the fish is the ocean's very big. There's a lot of fish in the sea.
there's a lot of fish in the sea. And I was
Yeah.
with, like farmed salmon. And I needed to veer. I needed to veer out, and that's what I did.
Oh, good. Oh, good for you. Oh, I love that. What's one thing you've taught your kids that you've learned the hard way?
Probably to be giving, and don't expect anything in return. I feel like sometimes when you give, you expect the person to give you the same. And I feel like in relationships, it doesn't always work like that. I think sometimes it's like, and I try to teach Scotty this too, and like my kids, it's like, it's okay if you want to give your time or give resources or whatever it is to your girlfriends or your friends. Don't expect to get the same thing back. It doesn't work like that. So when you give,
Right.
sometimes when you give gifts, don't expect someone to give you gifts back or time or different things. I think it's like when you
Well,
give something, you give it. That's it.
also, if they have a friend that they are showing up for, you also want to tell your kids like make sure they're showing up for you also. You don't want to always be the one that's giving so much and then the other person's not showing up for you, right? I
Teresa,
mean, I feel like
I used to get so mad because I used to literally be there for everyone. And then when the roles were reversed,
I know.
I feel like you really realize that the people that you think that should be there for you, like you were there for them, don't show up the same way. Have you noticed that?
And yes, of course, and that's sad. So then that's when you need to cut those people out of your life because
But it's
it's
everyone.
like
It's literally almost everyone. Think about how many
well,
people.
as you get older, you get wiser with that. And I know our kids, they don't know, they're young, but
Yeah,
like I tell my kids, like, you know, if you're showing up for someone and they're not, and you're not getting the same back, then that, maybe you shouldn't have that person in your life.
yeah. No, for
Because
sure.
it's like a give and take. You want that person to be showing up for you too.
Listen, when I went through my divorce, before I went through my divorce, I was there for everyone. All my friends that were going through their divorce, I was there for them. I did the most for them. And then when I went through my divorce, I saw the difference. It was people treat you different. Like once, you go through your divorce and sometimes they don't like you being the single version of Teresa or the single version of Larsa. They like you better being the married person that you were. So I feel like I lost a lot of friends in that way. And it's okay. It's okay to lose friends sometimes. It's like God's way of like letting the trash out and letting new people in.
Right. And yeah, exactly. Detox and then and I like making new friends. So
I
and
know.
I'm
I
sure
feel
you
like
do
both
too.
you and I are both friendly. We're always like, oh, I met this person. I saw this person. Like we're open to like new friends.
Yeah. I mean, that's what life's about.
So
So because you don't want to close yourself off. I mean, I don't know. That's how I feel. What's made you come back to the Real Housewives of Miami when the show returned?
I feel like I was different season one. Like season one, I was married. I had young children. Sophia was like a year old. I'm like a very hands-on mom, and it's hard to do both. It's hard to be a really hands-on mom, be a wife, and be on a show that takes up so much of your time. And my ex-husband was very needy, so it was really hard. And I tried to like protect him because he didn't want me to do the show. He didn't want to be on the show. So I felt like I really wasn't as open as I am now, when I was married.
Oh, he didn't want you to do the show, really?
No, no.
Well, just because he was in the public eye, so I didn't think he would mind that. Why didn't he want you to do the show?
Because, he's in the public eye, but when you're an athlete, it's different. It's like you're going to be criticized on what you do on the basketball court. But now when you're doing reality TV, you're letting them into your home, into your space. Like he just didn't like it.
When you started it, it was 16 years ago.
Mhm.
Wait, we have to do the math. So I'm
Oh,
trying to think like, yeah.
so so the Real Housewives of Miami was on because Sophia was almost a year. She's 16 and a half. Let's just say 15 years ago. 15
Uh-huh.
years ago, I was on the Real Housewives of Miami season one. Then we moved to Chicago because Scottie wanted to work for the Bulls, and I didn't do the show. He didn't want me to do the show. And then
Okay.
we've been back for what, like 5 seasons now? So it's been some years. It's been some years.
Oh, and then when you came back, you were already divorced.
Yes.
So you only did the Real Housewives of Miami only 1 year? That was it? And then you moved to Chicago?
Yeah, that was it.
Oh, wow.
I did season one. I left. My kids were younger. When I came back a few years ago, my kids are like on autopilot. They're older, they're happy, they're successful, they're doing their own thing. So now I have all the time in the world. Like I'm working on my business
Yeah.
and
No, that's
oh,
amazing.
that's basically it right now.
And when you moved to Chicago, how long did you live in Chicago for?
I think we stayed like 4 years.
And you have a house in LA. You live in LA also, right?
Yeah. When I was married to Scotty, we had like 4 homes. So we always were like kind of everywhere.
That's right, because your kids go to school in LA, right?
Yeah, it's been like 8 years. It's kind of crazy.
Wow. So
Yeah.
you could be a Real Housewives of Beverly Hills also.
I mean, I don't know, maybe.
Yeah. How has your experience on the show changed over the seasons?
I think I'm more like I just live in the moment. I just live in the moment. So
You
like
do.
it could be really crazy and I'm really consumed with it. And then once I leave it, I move on. And I'm like, wait, I don't even remember what happened.
I know that I have to say you're just like me with that. I love that.
Yeah, I feel like
That's so good. You don't, it's because you don't want to carry it, because then it's too
yeah.
much.
Yeah, no, I don't at all, by the way. I'll be like so consumed while I'm in it. And once I'm removed from it, I'm like, oh yeah, I hate that bitch. But I forgot that I
Yeah.
do hate her. Like, I just like move on. I don't really like harp on stuff like that. And I always have to remember like other people are not like they're not as happy as us. You know what I mean? I feel like no matter what happens, you and I are always happy. The world could be falling apart. We're still happy. We're like always looking at like the positive things. And I feel like sometimes other people are not like that. They might not be in a good place. So I have to kind
Yeah,
of always remind myself like, hey, she was a bitch because she's miserable.
you're right. Good vibes only, right?
Good vibes only.
Yeah. What's been the hardest scene that you filmed?
I feel like this season was really hard for me because I really don't want to talk negatively about my ex-boyfriend. It's really hard because there's a lot of love there, and I feel like I don't want to, say things that like. there was a lot of love, and like I just don't want to say anything negative about him. That to me was very emotional and like hard. It's hard when
No, and
it's hard when you're fighting with someone publicly that you love and you care about. There's nothing worse than that.
yeah, no, and I respect that. So yeah, no, that is hard.
Yeah.
I can't wait to watch this season. What can you tell me about the new season?
This season is, I think, the best season yet, to be honest with you. I feel like we had really good cast trips. We had so many amazing memories. It was so much fun to shoot. I obviously, like, was very emotional this season. It was a lot for me starting to film after like a big breakup for me. And I think that it's like hard when you bring someone around your kids and then the person's gone out of your life. And, it was really hard for me this season.
Yeah, I mean, you and Alexia also.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
I can't wait to
I
see
remember
all that.
talking to you. We were on House of Villains, and you were like, "You can't go back." Do you remember?
Yes, yes.
And I was like, okay, like I was like, okay, Teresa, you're right. Like you're right. But this was tough for me. Like I feel like it was like a roller coaster ride, because it's like so many emotions, and when you care about someone, it's hard when you're not like you don't want to bash the person, but they're bashing you publicly, and it's like, how do you fight someone you care about? It doesn't work.
Yeah, and especially it's hard also when they meet your children
I
and
know.
all of that. Yeah, and you want to do the right thing and your kids are looking at you. So you want to show them that you're doing the right thing. So, I
But at,
totally understand.
and at the same time, you're like embarrassed because you're like, this person is bashing me publicly, yet I brought, that person around my kids, my family. Like, I had to fight to be with that person to the world. And then what did I get? Drama.
Yeah, I
So,
know. Sorry.
yeah, so this season for me was like very emotional. And I'm not really like an emotional person, but it was just like heavy.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah. But, I'm
Um,
in a really good place. I feel like I love my boyfriend.
oh, good. Yeah. I mean, are we going to see him on the season?
I think so. We haven't talked about how much he's going to be on the show, but, we support each
I
other.
mean, was he on this season? Is
Oh,
he going to be on this season coming up?
no, I could not date anyone for a year. I was literally like solo dolo, did not want to be with anyone, this last year. It was like a lot for me.
Yeah, yeah, oh, yeah. So maybe so maybe we'll see him next season.
Yeah, I think so. He's
Uh,
so much fun. He's so nice, and he's just
well,
smart.
I met him over FaceTime.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, you've talked to
Yeah, no.
he's just smart, and it's funny because every time we talk about like if someone has a problem, he goes, you really should read this book because he's like he reads a lot and he has all these books, and he's always
I
telling
love that.
he's telling everyone like, oh, you should read this book. I think you'd really enjoy this, and he's the best.
So happy for you. And you look really happy.
Thank you.
Yeah, and you're glowing. I love that.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, so we're done with part one, Larsa. Now we have some fan questions.
Yay. Okay.
Larsa.
Hey,
Hi.
Hi.
Okay, here are
That's
some
my producer, Pat.
very, very nice to meet you. All
nice to meet you too, Pat.
right, so we asked for questions from the Turning the Tables Instagram page, and Tina from Chicago asked, "What was one of your favorite memories of raising your kids while they were little?"
I feel like going to a lot of AAU games, just going to a lot of games and taking my kids to lunch after wins, losses, and my kids are crying or they're super excited because they won like, state championship game or something. I feel like just watching my kids play basketball and, like play travel basketball, I think that's been like the most memorable.
This next question is for both of you guys. It's from Jason in Miami. If either one of you could do a spin-off with any other housewife from another franchise, who would it be and
I'm
why?
doing Teresa.
I was gonna say, duh, Larsa.
You know what's funny? We have
That's
so much fun together. We literally like we laughed so much when we're together. We cook well together. We just have a lot of similarities. I feel like our lives are basically like the same in so many ways.
yeah, no, we like same like our culture, like we're all about family and our kids and everything. Yeah, it's like we had fun. I love being with her in House of Villains, like living with her. I
So
hated that. I wanted to stay with her longer. It was like it was like a fun sleepover.
Totally. We thought we were going to share a room. I was so mad.
I know. And then I get, I'm like, bye bye.
Okay, Lexi from New York wants to know what's the most misunderstood thing about your personality, Larsa?
I feel like I got this reputation for being the larcenist because they say, oh, she goes below the belt. You know what it is? I think when you're like a good person and you're very giving and you respect everyone, you want well for everyone, and they come at you in a disrespectful way, then I feel like I match your energy, but times two. So that's, I don't go looking for trouble. I just feel like if you're going to say something bad about me, I'm going to say something twice as bad about you. It's kind of how I was brought up. I think it's like being raised in Chicago. I don't know.
Yeah. And I think I'm the same way, if you come for me. I
Yeah,
think I think everyone's like that,
I know. I feel like it's kind of crazy because I'm such a lover. Like I never talk bad about anyone. Teresa, do you ever hear me talk bad?
No, we got along great. Yeah. And she is a lover.
Never hearing gossip about anyone. Every time Teresa and I talk, it's always like positive, uplifting. Like, I love you. I just want to make sure you're good. Like, okay, love you. If you got to go, like, call me later. Like, it's never about talking negatively about someone else or trying to bash another woman. Like, that's not my personality.
Okay, Aman from Atlanta. This is for both of you guys again. Do you guys feel like you have to pick a side in Housewives drama? Why don't you just stay out of it? It's our question slash statement.
I kind of stay out of certain things. I think if I have an opinion or an experience with someone, I say what it is. But if I don't, I'm okay staying out of the drama. I'm good. I have enough drama on my own.
Exactly. I mean, it depends on the situation. Like if it's my friend, of course, I'll have my friend's back. But if it doesn't, if I have nothing to do with it, I really don't want to be involved in it. Exactly. Because I do have enough trauma on my own.
Yeah, literally.
Exactly.
Ryan wants to know a little bit about this upcoming season. He said, who stirs up the most drama? And he's from Newark, New Jersey. Who stirs up the most drama in this upcoming season, if you can tell us?
Um, I don't know. I feel like on our show, I feel like a few of the girls. The girls.
You're gonna have to watch and
Yeah.
see.
Yeah. Like you're gonna have to, because it's a roller coaster this season. There's a lot of highs and there's a lot of lows.
Tasha in San Diego said, do you think you and Gertie are finally in a better place now, or is there still a lot of tension?
No, I feel like we're fine. We were always fine, honestly. Like we were always fine. I don't know what the problem has been with her. I don't really have a problem with her.
Okay, Brittany from Atlanta said, if you could bring a former Real Housewives of Miami cast member back full time, who would it be and why?
I feel like maybe Brandy because when I see like how she argues, it's comical. She argues so like Teresa, do you know what I'm saying? Like she's so funny.
Yeah. No, she is.
Lucas wants to know, this is for both of you guys, since both of you are OGs, what's one of the wildest moments from both of your franchises of filming that never made it to the air, never made it to the show?
The wildest? I don't know, Teresa. What about you? I feel like all the wild ones make it.
Yeah, they always make it. I mean, one scene that I remember off the top of my head is that Jacqueline and I, we actually stomped on grapes. We wore like Lucy and Ethel, like when they wore
Oh, like
these like the costumes, like to actually stomp, like in Italy, to actually stomp on the grapes, like off the shoulder with the skirt, and then we tied the skirt in a knot. We actually wore that and we actually stomped on grapes to make like we were making wine like in Italy and we did it in our wine room in my old house.
oh, that's so fun. I
And
like
that never made air and I thought that would have been like a good episode. And we stomped like with our bare feet. Like it was like funny like that episode like Lucy and Ethel.
every craziness that happens on our show makes it.
I mean it's true. If it's good drama it makes it. Or they could probably ask like what's something that you filmed that didn't make it
That maybe you wish had made it.
that wish had made it, like anything that like maybe business wise or anything like that you showed that didn't make it.
I had a charity event that was the most beautiful charity event for Make-A-Wish 2 years ago. Maybe it was 3 years ago. And it was a
Okay.
beautiful venue and it was such a beautiful party. We raised so much money and I wish that would have made it. because I feel
Uh,
like I do something for charity to raise money for charity every single year, and I feel like I wish that would make it on air.
Okay, Hannah in Scottsdale, what's something you wish fans knew about how Housewives was actually filmed?
I mean, we film a lot. We film a lot, right, Teresa?
yeah,
Like
yeah, a
film
lot. Like,
7 days
yeah,
a week, 6 days a week, sometimes 3 scenes a day. It's a lot of filming.
yeah, that's true. Exactly. Yeah. I mean, if anything, I mean, they used to give us 2 days off, but if they need, if they need us, then yeah, 6 days a week, and yeah, exactly, 3 scenes a day, and 3 scenes a day could be like 3 to 4 hours each scene. It
Yeah,
depends what the scene is.
yeah, literally.
Okay, Ari in New York, who do you think is this is for both of you guys. Who do you think is the most underrated housewife in any franchise?
Underrated.
Larsa, I'm like every season, you guys, I literally like have blood, sweat, and tears. When am I going to get my flowers? Where are they? I like red roses, please.
Like underrated, like out of all the franchise,
Any franchise, yeah.
I don't even know. I don't even want to like.
You might get yourself into trouble.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like
Okay, let's move on to the next one. Courtney from Chicago. What's for Larsa? I don't know if this would apply to you, Tree. You don't stay very calm during reunions very much. But what's the secret to staying so calm during reunion tapings when things get heated?
I don't know. I feel like I'm like calm. My demeanor is normally just calm. And, a lion can't be afraid of sheep. And sometimes you're sitting next to sheep.
I like that.
That's a great line. That needs to be
Yeah,
on merch for
I
you.
like that. Yes. Well, I
Um,
mean, with my cast, it's totally different because there's family involved, so that's why I get heated.
Yeah, yours is more emotional, I feel like.
Yes, yes.
this is a great question for both of you guys as well from Emma and Charlotte. How do both of you handle it when your kids see something messy about you online?
I call my kids. So they like we're on a group text, and so I'll say, what time can everyone talk? And then we'll get on a FaceTime and kind of like figure it out, or we'll have dinner and kind of talk about it. I always like to make sure my kids know everything beforehand. They know every move. And I think when you talk to your kids all day, you can agree to this, Teresa. They know what's going on every single day. Like when I have issues with someone, my daughter will literally text me from class and go, "Oh my God, what happened with her?" Or like, they just want to know what's going on. But I think when your kids are really involved in you talk to your kids 10 times a day, they know what's going on.
Yeah, I mean, I would say like now because of TikTok, now my kids like I used to not tell them because I didn't because they weren't really seeing it. Because I'm like they're not gonna if they see it online, I'll explain it to them. But now because of TikTok, like they see things, they see it more on TikTok. Like it shows up on there, and
Kids,
then I explain it to them. Like this is what it is. I wait for them to tell me because I don't want to tell them if I don't have to. But if they see it out there, then that's when I talk to them about it.
Okay, this is an interesting question from David in Las Vegas. Wants to know, this is for both of you guys. Do you come up with your own taglines or how does that process work?
it's kind of a collab. Like the producers kind of help you. You kind of work with producers to kind of come up with a tagline that you're comfortable with.
You need to use that lion line that you just used.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, I will.
Yeah,
Lion.
no, it's true. Like like if you have some that you want to give them, you tell them, and then they'll give you some, and then when you say it, it's like all how you say it. Also, like if you feel comfortable saying it, and if also, like your tagline usually goes with your season, like
Yeah.
what's going on that season. Yeah.
Sophia in Miami wants to know what skincare products, for both of you guys, skincare products are always in either of your bags all the time.
Right now, I'm kind of using Mario Badescu. I'm kind of liking his stuff.
Oh,
Yeah.
I use his like when you have a pimple, like that pink thing.
Yeah, it's so good. It dries out your like little blemish.
Yes, I have that. You're using that. I'm using. You know what I have? I want. This is something that I do want to say. You know what I use, and I love it because sometimes I don't feel like putting moisturizer on my face before I go to bed because I feel like, you know, if you get into it, then I'm like Louis gonna be eating my, like
Okay.
kissing is gonna be tasting it. So I'm like, but the one thing that I always use is oil of Olay roller underneath the eye.
Oh, wow.
Like love it.
Actually, I have to turn you on to this new product, Teresa. It's called Miss Korea, and
Okay.
it's so good. So I will say,
So
yeah, I'm gonna say Miss Korea because it's the products are so good. They're clean. They're so good. I'll have to have them send them to you.
okay, please send them to me. Send it to me.
I will. I've
Is
also
it something you could get off of Amazon or is you have to get Sephora
where
or
I just,
Ulta?
yeah, it's everywhere. I just started using and it's great products.
And what is it like all over your face or eye cream?
It's a moisturizer. It's yeah, it's a great moisturizer, a wash, and this oil that I put on at night, and it's amazing. It your skin looks dewy in the morning. Like I feel like my skin looks too dewy right now.
Yeah, no, it doesn't. Your skin looks beautiful.
I've
Yeah, no.
Korea. That's what I've been using. And
Okay, yeah. So please, and it's like,
use it.
so it's
I don't know if you can see it, but it really moisturizes your skin so your makeup can just set. You know, it's not like too. Sometimes when you have your makeup done or you do it, it kind of gets dry. And so
yeah.
at night, I like to use this oil that they have. It's so good.
All right, please send it to me.
Okay, I will for sure.
Just a couple more, guys. Sophia in Miami wants to know if there's anything that as soon as you shot it, you thought, oh shit, why did I do that on camera? For both of you guys.
I'm
Yeah.
sure. I'm sure. Yes.
So I was in my room one night. We were on this cruise and I was drunk and Marisol and Alexia kept calling me and I kind of flashed them, not knowing that the camera was there. So I wish I didn't do that. I'm like, I wish that.
Wait, I think you told me about that. Yeah, I think you
No,
told
the
me about that.
cameras were there. They kept calling me and I was in my room and I had a few drinks and I don't really drink. Like I'm like a 1-2 drink type of person. And I was like, woo, because I was the cruise was rocking and I was like, the only thing that's gonna make us feel better, guys, is tequila. So we just kept drinking and before I knew it, I was like, woo.
Wait, and this was this past season that you
Yeah,
just filmed?
yeah.
Oh my God, I can't wait to see it.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Mike in Salt Lake just asked, are you good at basketball?
I'm a really good cheerleader and I can coach a team for sure. So do you know what my boyfriend and I do when we watch the NBA playoffs? If it's a bad call and the coach is going to review the call and we bet on that. So for instance, I'll say if I'm like, no, that was a good call. It was a foul. And he's like, no, it's not. I'm like, I bet you coffee in bed for a week. That is the right call. And so we kind of go back and forth like that. And the last time we did it, I won because it was the right,
Ah,
so I can coach a team.
that's good. I'm sure. Hello, you were married to one for like 20 years.
Yeah, literally. And then my kids,
Yeah.
you, and I was a cheerleader
And
before.
now your kids, exactly.
Yeah.
Last question, guys. This is from Olivia in Dallas. It's for both of you. What's one thing every Real Housewife of New Jersey and what's one thing a Real Housewife of Miami needs to have to survive the show? Whether it's a skill, whether it's something physical.
I feel like if you are on the Real Housewives of Miami, you should fucking be able to swim.
Why?
Because you're in Miami. You have no reason not to know how to swim.
Oh my God. Okay, because you guys are always swimming every season?
We're on yachts every season. We're at the beach. We do tropical trips. Like, you got to know how to swim.
Okay. And with on Miami, I mean about New Jersey, I was gonna say something totally different, like yeah, deal with a lot of bullshit, a lot of lying. Like that's what I was gonna say. Like you gotta have thick skin and
Yeah.
and know how to deal with them.
I mean, listen, you have to have that on the entire franchise. I feel like
Yes.
that's what I was trying to say. Like, the NBA life and this is very similar because I feel like in both aspects, you have to be tough. You have to be able to endure some people criticizing you, thinking the worst of you. And in fact, you're like, by the way, I'm nothing like that. Like, but it's okay. You can think that because when certain people say things on this show, just because you say something doesn't make it right, doesn't make it correct.
It doesn't mean just because someone's saying something doesn't mean it's true.
Exactly.
Exactly.
So,
And that's why they want to say it because they want it
Yeah.
to like catch fire.
Mhm.
Yeah, and that's what I can't stand, and that's when
I'm trying to catch butterflies. I'm not trying to catch fire, and I'm no.
exactly, yeah, but a lot of women are. So, Larsa, thank you so much for coming on Turning the Tables. Tell everybody where they can find you.
I am on Instagram at Larsa Pippen. I am everywhere. I'm on our show.
Yeah, and you have the jewelry line, right?
Yeah, I have
Yeah.
Larsa Marie Jewelry. I have the
What
Larsa.
about your light? Your light?
I gave you one, right, Teresa? You have one, right?
Yes,
Okay.
yes, I love it. Yes,
I have the Larsa Light. I have a Lujo tequila, which I'll send you. It's the most amazing premium tequila you've
I
ever
love
had.
tequila.
Yeah, it's so good. It's amazing in Yeho. And I have
I know you were telling me that you were doing that.
I
Can
have
we?
date.com, you guys. If you're single looking for love, this app is going to change your life. It is the smartest dating app out there. It uses AI to basically get rid of catfishing. You can voice call, video call on the actual app, so you don't have to give anyone your phone number, which I love. We don't
Oh
sell.
my God. So wait, it's date.com?
Yeah, it's date.com. It
Oh
is.
my God, that's so easy.
It's
Yes, because it's
so
so hard now to find people.
Listen, you don't have to leave your house. You can go on date.com. You can hear the person's voice, or, video chat with them to see if you like them, instead of wasting all this time on text, going back and forth, or calling them from your personal phone number. And it has this amazing technology. It has facial recognition. So you have to use the camera on the app to take your photo. So you can't upload an edited photo of yourself.
Oh my God, I love that because I have a lot of single friends now. I'm going to tell them. As soon as we hang up, as soon as we finish this, I'm telling them.
No, it's so good. It's an amazing app. It's free for women. It's going to change everyone's dating life. It's powered by AI, so it's a smart way to date, and it's safe. If you want to talk to someone, I feel like it's easier to talk through the app instead of give them your personal information, until you get to know them. I wouldn't want to give a
Oh,
guy I just met my phone number. So,
no, that's awesome. All right. So guys, date.com, check it out
yep.
and find your other half. Yeah, find your partner,
I
your
mean,
lover.
it's an easy way to match with someone.
Yeah, no, I love it. All right, so thank you so much for coming on Turning the Tables. Everyone, make sure you rate, review, and subscribe where you get your podcast. And just want to say love, love, love you, Larsa.
Love you, miss you.
Mwah.
Call you later.
Mwah.
I'm turning the tables. I'm turning the tables. Let's go. I know you love my style. I'm gonna make them smile. I am the one to win. Keeping them all to win. I'm turning the tables. I'm turning the tables.